Avatar: The Way of the Water is gonna need to make $1 billion to break even. Yep, this movie needs to make $1 billion to break even. Yes, I'm not kidding here. Avatar: The Way of the Water needs, needs. It no longer is, oh yeah, it's $250 million budget. The actual budget for this movie is $400 million. Okay, this is good. If this doesn't even hit $1 billion, it's gonna lose money. Simple as that. This movie, as well, said the budget sits between $350 million to $400 million. Well, considering this is Hollywood, it's $400 million, which makes it the most expensive movie, defaulting that Pirates movie budget at like $360 million as well. But this movie needs to make around $1 billion to break even. Okay, this movie needs to make around $1 billion just to break even. Okay. And it's just so funny that it needs to make $1 billion. Okay. And we can put in the budget here 2.5 times 4. 1,000. If it's for $50 million, which is the low end, it still needs to make only $870 million. This means they make more than, it needs to make slightly less than Doctor Strange to even make a penny. Okay. That is gonna be bad for Disney if it doesn't make $1 billion. Okay, if it's $400 million, it makes it the most expensive movie in history. It needs to make around $1 billion to break even. Okay, it needs to make $1 billion to break even. And then you have these Avatar Wars, but it's funny, they blocked me on Twitter. If you saw the post, they blocked me because they can't accept the criticism or can't accept my opinions that the movie will flop, which I'm saying it will. The movie needs to make $1 billion to make money. Okay? As long as it might make $1 billion, it might not make $1 billion, it might make $1 billion. No, it needs to. It's required to. It has to make $1 billion, or else it will lose money. Or else it'll have to make $1 billion, or else it'll lose money. It's gonna have to make $1 billion. Okay? It has to. That's the whole thing of this. Okay? I'm gonna be tracking the movie. The movie needs to make $1 billion as well. I think it's probably more than if it's a budget. If they don't actually put out the whole full budget for this movie, we're just gonna of course put it out and say, oh, it needs to make $750 million because that's the $375 million because that's the in between. Okay, this movie needs to make billions of dollars to make money. It needs to make so much money just to break even. It's just so hard to see. This movie's gonna flop. It's gonna lose money, and there's nothing you can do about Avatar: Warspace. Nothing you can do about it. If this movie performs similarly to movies like Doctor Strange and Black Panther, it's gonna lose money. That's what they're saying. The movie needs to make at least $1 billion to make money, and it's not gonna make $1 billion. Of course, it's not gonna. It's not. I think the whole thing about making $2 billion to break even is preposterous. I think James Cameron really meant $1 billion. It needs to make $1 billion just to break even, which means if it opens to a lukewarm opening and has the similar legs to other movies like Doctor Strange, Black Panther, and Thor and Thunder, okay, it's gonna lose money. Okay, especially with other performance massively internationally, especially in China, and also China don't really get that much money back for this movie. Okay, China you get like 20% of the movie's money back. Okay, as well, which is pretty bad. You don't get that much money from China. Okay, the only thing is this movie might make some money in China, but it's not gonna break any records in America. It's not gonna break any records internationally, which means this movie's gonna lose money. Goodbye.